change it, didn't I? Trying to find us. Y'all might can see me, I cannot see y'all. Says public. There we are, y'all. So sorry. Live chat. Let me get this over here. Welcome, everybody. Okay, I look different today. I have a hat on, a cap. We're gonna make a Father's Day wreath. Wishing I was fishing. Isn't that cute? So we're gonna use this sign. I got some greenery here. Looks kind of like a seaweed grassy. The sign, the greenery came from Shirley's and Collins. This fish came from Hobby Lobby several years ago. So, ribbons came from Craft Outlet, from Hobby Lobby, and from Sam's. I got ribbon tails cut at 12 inches. The mesh is 10-inch mesh. It came from Hobby Lobby, and it's cut at 22 inches. I've got all this, I think, in the description. Hey, Miss Kimberly. Hey, from Asia. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Hey, Miss Wanda. Oh, I'm so glad I inspire you. Well, first of all, we're fixing to mutilate this fish, okay? We're going to do that first thing, and then we're going to throw this wreath together. It should not take long because it does not have 100 layers like our mailbox swag did the other day. But this mesh right here is one of my favorites, and Hobby Lobby has this in blue, green, and black, but they're discontinuing the blue. So if you go to Hobby Lobby and you like this kind of mesh, get the blue because they're selling out of it. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to cut this little rope off right here. Let me pull y'all down right there. Okay. Move that sign out of our way. And this is what we're going to do. And everybody just, let me make sure I have, yeah, that volume's off. Okay. Don't panic. It's all going to work out. It's all going to work out, y'all. But the way I want to put this little fish in my wreath, it's not going to work just being a long fish. So we just cut him, and then I'm just pushing this stuffing, this polyfill down in here so that this will pop back out. Okay, so I'm going to take my hot glue gun. And we're going to do it just like this. Now, if you was going to be washing this a whole lot, this probably would not be a good idea. But I'm not going to be washing it. And I have done this before. I have even done this with pillowcase, with, what you call those things? Placemats, and made pillows. So, all right, I'm going to take it on down. Hey, Miss Andrea, how are you? Y'all, my hair's not rolled. It's just put up in a baseball cap. I love the idea of a baseball cap or a floppy hat or all that. But I don't like how they look on me. So I buy the baseball caps and I buy the little floppy hats. But I hardly ever wear them. It's just, I don't like the way they look on me. So, but it was like, I don't have time to fix my hair. I've been out in the garden. I've been picking blueberries. And it's like, well, either I throw on a hat. And y'all just wouldn't want to see me with my hair all just looking a hot mess. So this may be a staple for the summer with me having a little bit bigger garden this year. So that's the front part of his little body. You killed the fish. Yes, I killed the fish. I am well. How are you? I am good. I am good. I was hot. Let me tell you, it's so humid here. It is humid and quite hot. I will tell y'all. So, y'all, I'm not a real big farmer. And I haven't always had a garden. But I wanted to start learning how to save my own seeds. So last year I had some tomato plants, or tomatoes that I had bought from the fruit stand. And so when I used them, I saved some of my seeds and I put them on a paper plate. Well, I put them on a napkin and then put them on a paper plate and let them dry for a few weeks. Then I put a paper plate on top of it and put it in a Ziploc bag, then put it in a black bag, then I put it in the freezer. Y'all, I got them out, left them out for a few weeks. Then I put them in a pot and covered them up with some soil. And I have hundreds of tomato plants that I've got to get done. Hey, I wanted to see if it would work, and it worked. I was so excited. So you can save tomato seeds, y'all, that way. I did not know that. So I learned something. Some elderly man on YouTube I have watched, and y'all, I don't remember. I don't even think I've seen his videos come up anymore, but I wish I could have remembered his name, but I didn't. So, it is here in Alabama too. And this heat is horrible. All right, so y'all, this little pick thing is just handy. Putting it in there and then just kind of wiggling it around. And I got that little pick from Dollar Tree. And then this, y'all see me use the wire that I put on my signs. And that's, I think, 18 gauge. I don't remember what this gauge is, but it comes in like a pack and they're just straight and they're stiff. And you get them in a pack. And they're just long little wires. And I got them. Those you can get at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. So, our fish is going to live again. Bless its heart. He just had to be separated. But I wanted to show y'all, in case y'all see something in the store that you want to use, but it's not the size you need, or it's not really shaped the way you need it, you can always alter it. So, and if you see wreath attachments, you see them coming in different pieces. So, I wanted to take just a couple of minutes and show y'all that y'all can alter your wreath attachments. So, here we go. We're almost through with this step, and we're going to get busy. Oh, I'll go. Thank you, Miss Kimberly. I was like, I want to use that fish, but it won't fit on the wreath like I want it to, with it being so long. So I got to thinking, how can I attach it? And it finally dawned on me. What made me think of it, a couple of years ago, I had made a wreath with the little ghost, and it came in 2 pieces. So it came with the head body part, and then it came with the tail. And I thought, you know what? We're fixing to make this just like we use that ghost, which I had bought the ghost like that. So, all right, I'm using a 14-inch frame. This is from the Dollar Tree, and I put my own little doodads on it. Pipe cleaners. That's what them doodads is called. All right, let's get these on real quick. Now, because it gives good coverage, I'm only going to use 1 roll of mesh. So I'm not adding the curls or the ruffles or anything like that in there. Inside. And I kind of like to do my inside layer first. I'm gonna get it out here in just a minute. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, how cool. That is a neat idea. Thank you, Miss Wanda. So how is everybody's week going? We've made it to Tuesday, y'all. We've made it to Tuesday. And whose Monday is always like catch up from the weekend? It is mine. Mondays is like catch up on washing clothes, catch up on getting everything just tidied back up. That's usually my day to just try to get the house back in order. So, and they had said that we was going to have rain every day for the next 10 days. But we didn't get no rain yesterday or last night. And the sun is shining so far today. So, but we have plenty of heat and humidity. For sure. So, and I got y'all a, let me just show y'all right here. Right there. Isn't that cute? Little blue tractor. I want to do a mailbox swag with the blue tractor. Got some yellow and blue ribbon. I think it'll be cute. We got one more and we'll have the top row in there. And we'll get through with the mesh. It's got a string on it. I really was disappointed in Hobby Lobby discontinuing the blue like this. This is one of my favorite meshes. 75. It feels like 81. Oh, Miss Andrea. Y'all, we're going to load up and go see Miss Andrea. It is cool there. It's been in the hovering around 90s. And rail temp, you know, always goes up above 100. It's not nice. And the humidity just feels like it's so sticky, like you could just cut it with a knife. So, okay, now we're going to go down here to the bottom layer, and I'm just laying it in there and going to twist and twist. And the way I'm laying these is like a bow tie with the curls going this way so that my ribbon can go down. So I'm just doing a little curl here, pinching it up, and then just walking it. Bring the curl back to you, mash down, and scrunch that. And let me tell you, when I stay outside and get too hot for too long, ooh, talking about a headache. About a headache. These temperatures are not nice. Okay, there we go. So this one should not take very long. I know showing y'all the little fish is going to kind of eat into the time a little bit, but I wanted to show y'all if y'all find an animal of any kind, even like for the fall time, if you see a ghost or something like that, then, you know, if it doesn't fit like you want it to, then you just cut it and put you some stiff wire in that thing, and you'll be good to go. Now, I did cut 15 of these. That's standard for this size wreath. The elevated wreaths take 18. All right, and so is anybody else planning a garden this summer? I think I'm going to have some tomato plants. I got some okra, some sunflowers, some peppers, squash, eggplant. I think I have zucchini, watermelon, and cucumber. Uh-oh. I wonder if I did not cut enough or if a piece fell off on the other side. A piece fell off. I see it. I was thinking, well, I thought I had counted the correct amount. I wish we could get a little more rain. So dry. We do not want a repeat of last year's firestorms. No! No, I hope y'all don't get no firestorms. For sure. We got some rain Sunday night. Y'all, let me grab that other piece of mesh that fell off the other side of the table here. I guess it decided it didn't want to go on there, but we're going to make it go on there. And we're going to have all of our mesh on here. Yay! Went by pretty quick. Rachel, do you do a lot of canning? Yes, ma'am, Miss Wanda, I do. And I had honestly thought about doing a canning channel, or, you know, like gardening and canning and stuff like that, cooking. I do a lot of canning. I do water bath canning and pressure canning. And y'all, I put up some of those little new potatoes, pressure canned them. Oh, they're so good. So good. I'd rather have fresh out of the garden or from the fruit stand instead of grocery store. Okay. I've got stripes and I've got, it says bobbin at the lake, boat. It's got different words on it. And some fish like. Really cute ribbon. So we're gonna fold these in half. And I'm gonna see, I did not cut enough for the top, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not sure that they will even be seen. All right, so my tulle is cut at 10 inches. And we're gonna take it, I've showed y'all how I add that in there. I'll try to show y'all again. This out. All right. I just wish we could get a little more rain. Okay. I think this one's going to be so cute. And I have some 4-inch ribbon that has fish on it. So, let me see if I can show y'all. Get your way down here and back it up. All right, so I just lay it down in the pipe cleaner. Hopefully it'll be in the center now. Since I'm backwards. And then my tulle. It's either like a cursive E or the breast cancer awareness little bow. And then just put that loop down over one of your pipe cleaner ends and twist it. Trim it. And then we put it up under here. Y'all, I have a pear tree that the limbs, I'm just praying do not break because it's loaded, but it's the hard pear, so I usually make pie filling out of those and can them. I wish you would do a canning channel. I done a little last year, but I haven't done any this year since I had my kidney surgery. Oh. Well, I may try to do that. I'll definitely let y'all know if I do when all this, because I like to make, I plant my peppers. I planted, hopefully they'll all come up and do good. Red, orange, and yellow, I think. Peppers, jalapeno peppers. And I like to make pepper jelly. Love, love, love. In fact, I love my gardening and my canning about as much as I do my crafts, y'all. I don't like the heat, but like this morning I went out at 6:30 and started picking my blueberries and working in my garden. So, if y'all help me spread the word, I might just do a canning, kind of like a garden canning, cooking channel. And I love my flowers about that much too. I have been trying. Hey, Buttercup Creations. How are you, my friend? I hadn't seen you in a while. Are you still crafting? Love that mesh. It hides the frame. It does. It's very, very good mesh. It's soft, it's not stiff, and it's stiff enough that it holds the shape and it stands up, but it's not it's soft. Y'all want to spread them back out. It's soft, but it's stiff enough that it holds the shape, and it's soft enough that it feels good, if that makes sense. Because you can have some soft meshes that, like the poly mesh, it will just fold and collapse. Yeah, me too. Yes, ma'am, Danita. I was trying to remember. You are still crafting? Awesome. Hey, Miss Mary. How are you? So at the very beginning of the video, I mutilated a fish, y'all. So if y'all missed it, we had a fish cutting time right here at the beginning of the video. Because we needed to, he wasn't going to fit the way that because he was too long. So we cut him. So where is everyone from? I know we got Alabama in the house. We got California in the house. We have Florida in the house. We got Mississippi. I'm in Mississippi, so. What other states do we have here? Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Appreciate that. Oh, I didn't want to take y'all out that far. But it kind of looked like it was getting cutting out of the screen. We had a big flood and it took over our basement. We had to take everything out. Oh no. Took a while to get it fixed and just getting my things put back. Oh, bless your heart. Oh, Danita, you're in Arkansas now. I I thought you was in Florida. Why did I think that? Missed watching you. Oh, Miss Mary, I am back. I took off a month or so. Life just kind of got crazy after my mom passed, and that was kind of hard. So I just took a little time off, but I needed the therapy to. So I'm back. And I've been back maybe what is this, June? When did I come back? Was it May or June? I think it was. I thought it was May. I could be wrong. Yes, that is terrible. We're not in a flood area, but when I was young, we lived in a flood area. One of the creeks that was nearby overran, and I remember it getting all in our house. Okay, so I only cut tails for enough for the bottom layer. If I need tails for any of the top, I will cut some. But if they were going to be hid, I didn't want to just waste the ribbon. So we're going to see. We can always cut more. And we're not going to do like a typical bow either. We're going to do a kind of like a crazy bow. All right, the last set of ribbon tails, they're cut at 12 inches. I was in Clearwater. Yeah, that's what I thought. But we moved here to be closer to his mother. She's 86 and only parent either of us have lived. Oh, well, that is really good that y'all were able to move closer to her, because they are, let me tell you, enjoy every minute. My mom was my best friend, and I talked to her literally almost every day. And I live about an hour from where she lived. But let me tell you, life, I'm still trying to figure out how to live without her, because that's been hard. Because I special things trigger, like, oh, I need to call Mom. And Mom's not there no more. So enjoy her. Okay, now so we're going to see how we're going to, I'll straighten all these ribbons out when we get through, but I'm going to be touching them so much right now. There's no need in wasting time sorting them out at the moment. So we're going to put in our wishing I was fishing sign. Then we're going to put it, we're going to fix two bows. I'm going to fix a big bow in here and one up here. Then we're going to put our fish in, and we got some seaweed over here. So these little needles you can get from Dawn with Wreath Decor by Dawn. She has them in her Etsy shop. And Miss Susan with AC Inspired Wreaths has these boards, and they're real handy. I got a 12, 13, and 14 inch, and you can just roll them like that and do your ribbon tails. Saves a lot of time. And they both have Etsy shops, so if y'all need any of those, you can check them out. I'm not an affiliate. They're just my friends. So, when you're putting wire or pipe cleaners through, I don't want that to go through that other mesh. Through all the mesh, it makes it so much quicker. So I need to bring this one this way. I want it through both things of mesh. I used to fight with the wires and all, trying to get them to go through and hunt them and poke them through that mesh. And let me tell you, it's just easier to do those. Bring that up just a little bit. Okay, I gotta catch up on. It's been horrible. We are in a flood area. There was so much rain in April that rain came in through the side of the house. Oh my goodness, that is horrible, Miss Anita. It had never happened before, and we hope it never. I hope it never happens again either. What part of Texas are you in? Moved back to Alabama 3 years ago. Awesome. Thank you. It's coming up 2 years that I lost my mother. It's still not easy. It's not, Miss Anita. I'm so sorry about your loss also. She taught me everything except how to live without her. And let me tell you, it was sudden, unexpected, and still trying to figure out how to live. And I know, everybody's not close to their mom. Some people are closer to their dad. Some people are closer to their mom. Some people are not close at all. And, I know it's different for everybody, but she was my best friend as well as my mama. And it's been rough. I will not deny that. And she was like a second mama to my children too. She thought the world rose and the sun rose and set in them. The world evolved around them. Now, y'all, I'm just twisting these wires around this frame. Got it in there. And if we need to add more tails, we can. And we will, if we need to. But we got this. We got our fish. And we need to make a couple of bows. I was going to make these before, so I could just pop them on. But let me tell you, I wasn't sure how big the wreath was going to be. So, all right. So this is a directional ribbon. Means my fish don't want to be upside down. All right, so let's see. We'll do the bottom bow first. How do I join your group? You should see either 3 little lines and put more. You can become a member if you want to. Thank you. You're so very welcome. It's turning out beautiful. Thank you, Miss Wanda. Miss Mary's in Dallas. Oh, I have some friends in Dallas. Now I have more friends in Dallas. I lost my mom in 1970. Oh my goodness. She was only 49. Oh, thank you, Miss Wanda. That's, wow. My mom was 81. 81. All right, so this is a 4-inch ribbon. And we're gonna have to make a cheater tail because I don't want my fish upside down. So just cut about 1 inch higher up. And if y'all want to see the bow, bring y'all down right there. So I've got about 7-inch loop. I just did not want my fish swimming upside down. They probably do, but they probably swim all kind of ways. All right, so let's add a polka dot. How about a polka dot? All right, so this one is about 11-inch tail, and these may get trimmed. Yeah, we're going to do that one, but we're going to do this one first. I decide what ribbons, basically, when I start making my bows. I bring out several of them and decide as I make them. There's my, y'all, I like my clothespin. I'm going to do this one 6.5 inches. And we're going to get right here. All right. Now let's go with our polka dots. It almost felt like it had a seam there. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Absolutely. For all of our silent watchers, thank y'all for being here and spending your time with us, because time is a precious gift that you can't get back. So when you spend your time with me, I appreciate that. Love each and every one of you. Okay, now we got the 2 big ones out of the way. Let's see what we got here. Let's add a green. Now, this is a Sam's ribbon. These other ones, most of them come from Craft Outlet. There's the solid green came from Hobby Lobby. I really like this kind of a bow where you just do 1 loop and 2 tails on each side. I just think that's pretty neat. This is our, I might put it on the very end. Let me tell y'all. I just changed my mind. All up in the middle of it. Okay. We'll add some stripes back in there. Try to make each loop a little smaller, and we'll probably trim these tails a good bit, but what size ribbon are you using? Miss Wanda, I started out with the 4-inch, and then this went to a 2.5-inch, and then this is a 1.5-inch. Now I started out with a 7-inch loop on the left side, with the big 4-inch, and then this loop was a 6.5-inch, and then I go down about a 1/2 inch each time. All right, so this one is going to be the center. Now this, I'm going to have this one go facing this way and this one facing this way because it's going to be in the center and coming down. Now I'll make a similar bow but a little different. The tails are going to be a lot less, a lot shorter on the top bow. And y'all, all this little thing does is just hold my ribbon in place. Just holds it still for me instead of it just backing up. Take our zip tie, come around here. I believe that is 2.5. You are so very welcome. We started with the 4-inch and went down. We'll separate these tails out. Now I'm going to pull this really, really, really tight. That pipe cleaner, even through that one layer of mesh, it likes to get snagged up. And if anybody's on TikTok, y'all, I got on TikTok. And it's Rachel's Unique Crafts also. Okay. Now let's see. I'm just going to pull this a time or two. I'll finish winding it up later, but just twist it around this frame a little bit so it doesn't go nowhere. Hold it in place. Now if you're we're gonna do some hot gluing. And hot glue and mesh does not, they don't like each other. I will tell you that. So when I use hot glue on a mesh wreath, I try to use it between ribbons where that pipe cleaner is. Okay, so I knew I would probably cut these a good bit, but you can't go back and add length to them, but you can cut them shorter. So that's what we're doing. So I may need to be a little shorter. These on this side doesn't have to be as short because they're going to be hanging down. Make sure I get them all dovetailed though. And I do like to layer them so that each layer going up is shorter than the other layer, so that your eyes just kind of flow from the top to the bottom. All right, I'm going to dovetail it, and we're going to leave the two center ones longer because this is what I like to do. Just like that. And you don't have to, but it's just makes it a little different. So that's one bow. And we're going to put our fish in it. Let's go ahead and make our other bow real quick because it's not going to be as big. And let's see. And I just make a little X with my pipe cleaner, and when I twist it together, and then I wrap it around one of the pipe cleaners so that it doesn't come undone for sure. I don't think I'm going to use this ribbon on top because it is so big. And we're going to start out with an 8-inch tail because this one's not going to be as big, so we're going to 6.5-inch loop. Just gather it and put it in there. I have enough for like one little ribbon tail. So I will take it off the roll because it's not enough to do anything except make maybe a loop in the middle of something. And as a wreath maker, if you use up a roll of ribbon, you're supposed to replace it with 3 rolls. Don't y'all like that rule? That's a cool rule. I like that rule. I don't know who made it up, but hey, I like it. The rules just can't be broken like that. So you have to replace it with 3 rolls. Okay, so we've got that one now. Still green. See if I can see something else. This will make a great Father's Day present, a birthday present, especially if they have a shop. Oh, I'm making two loops. They have a shop, they could put it on their door, put it in there inside their shop. They have a man cave, or hang it on your front door for them. Father's Day's coming up. I love that roll. Yes, absolutely, Miss Andrea. Miss Wanda, absolutely. It's the best roll I've ever heard of. Those kind of rolls just can't be broken. Can't be. Just can't break those kind of rolls now. Okay. Grab one more, let's see. I like that cabana stripe. And I like adding more ribbons than was just in my wreath, like the tails and stuff. And just like this one, we're just gonna throw a wild ribbon in there. Why? Because we can. Because we like to. That'll be our center. Center. All right, that will do it with our bows. Slide this up. Set that on the trash can. Now, they haven't said no rule for, like, I buy, when I can, the 50-yard rolls of ribbon because they're usually a few dollars cheaper. So I wonder how many rolls you get to replace when you use a 50-yard. Just saying. We're going to pull this a lot tighter. Snip it. Now we're getting close to being done. We're going to put in our fish because he's like a fish out of water right now because he's got two halves. Okay, so I put that bow at the bottom left. No, the bottom right. So this is going to go at the top left. We're gonna go right here. That's how quick that is. It is done getting hot up in here. It was cool in here before I go live, but with the camera and the lights, the hot glue gun, all the things, it puts off a lot of heat. And if y'all don't know, mesh loves to grab onto tulle and doesn't like to let it go. And Dawn with Wreath Decor by Dawn has these needles. So if you make any wreaths and you don't have any, they're inexpensive. They are so worth a few dollars. I had wrestled sometimes 10-15 minutes trying to get my pipe cleaners through a piece of mesh, and I was like, we ain't doing this. It just ain't happening. So okay. Now you just put some of your ribbons going all different ways. And I don't want these to hide my sign, so if they start getting in the way of my sign, we'll cut them shorter. I don't think I'm going to leave that one curly on the top. And you don't have to dovetail. You can do them at an angle if you want to. There is no right or wrong way, for sure. This one is about the same length as that one. So I just always trim my bottom one when I get it the length I want it. Then I'll adjust the rest of them. That's the way I like it. This one a little shorter. I just skipped this one, didn't I? All together. All right. We'll see how that works. And sometimes I get them up on the door and do some more trimming. We'll put all them pins up later in my ribbon. And you could leave it just like that. Hey, Miss Farmhouse, how are you? Why, to the right, Miss Andrea. Wow, it looks good. Thank you, Miss Farm Wife. Hey, Tiff. I have a bad sinus infection and going to the doctor. Bless your heart. I made the I just sat down to rest. I made and cut egg noodles and made a carrot pineapple salad. Oh, that sounds yummy. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Sending prayers for you, Miss Tiff. We need you to feel better. I put your stuff in the mail today. This morning. We done cut the fish in half, Miss Tiff. We have cut the fish in half. So now I'm going to bring him down through here. That was the first thing we did. So if y'all want to see how we cut the fish, you have to go to the first of the video. Because we sawed him in half. Come on now. This is pretty stiff wire, so there we go. But he was long, and I did not want him to be long, because he was not going to work the way that I needed him to work, being long. So we just cut him in half and glued him. Dizzy all day yesterday. Bless your heart. I know, right? Sounds yummy. Farm life making us hungry. Love to read. Thank you, Miss Tiff. Gotta run. Doctor at 2:30. All right. Well, I hope they get you some medicine to make you feel better. That sounds. I've had sore throat, but my thing is my sinus is drying out, making my nose want to bleed. All right, so we got his head in there. All right, y'all know we did not put the ribbons on the top, so I'm going to take the Tulle, put it on here, and this is going to hide the pipe cleaner, because I wasn't going to see those ribbon tails anyway, and they were going to take away from what we're doing up here. So on this one, you're only going to have the mesh and the Tulle. And he's going to look like, let me see. I think that's where I want him. so I'm pulling the mesh up and gonna put him in here. Go through just the corner of the edge of the mesh. So I put wires through the top and bottom. There we go. We're gonna get it here if I can get around all these wires that I've created. Thank you, Miss Farm Wife. It just wasn't working the way I wanted it to work, so I had to do something so that I could get it in this wreath the way I wanted it. So I just cut him in half. They said I killed the fish. That's okay. He's back to living again. He is awakening from the dead. He is resurrected. Here. All right, I'm gonna finagle with these ribbons here just a minute because they're not laying like I want them to. So, for me to get them like I want them, then they can stay in there. If they don't want to cooperate, then we're going to have to do something else. So I wanted the fish to look like his tail was over here and his head was coming out over here. So that's why he got sewed in half. Sewed in half, cut in half. And there's so many wires now. Let me pull this top part. And twist it. There. So I don't want him looking like he's looking down. So if you want to put greenery or any kind, glue anything in a mesh wreath, you need to do so between the ribbons, because gluing the ribbons, it will hold. Gluing the mesh, it will not. So this is going to kind of bring out the little head, I think. Bring your eye to the head. Maybe I should say it that way. Love you too, Jeff. Take care. My youngest has thrush again. Oh no, not again. Bless his heart. gosh. That is no fun. It's got some kind of something there. These are little sliders, so you can slide these little Greenery seaweed thingies up and down. $32 and still the baby, right? My youngest is 30. I think he'll be 32, his birthday. September. Y'all, time flies. Time flies so fast. Y'all, does any of y'all's husbands like to go fishing? Or your sons? So I'm putting all these between the layers of the ribbon, so it'll hold. He doesn't always eat right, and he is way underweight. Oh my goodness, he's a tiny little thing. Bless his heart. Tell him he needs some meat on them bones. We don't need him to eat. We are going to need him to eat. My problem is I like to eat too much. I like food. Some green up there, so see better. All right, one of these we're going to take off. And we're going to do it like that. He's got to look like he's all up in it. I like that greenery. Where did you get it? Your youngest is 49. You got us beat. You got us beat. This came from Shirley's and Collins. I was in there the other day trying to find some more of the little frames that I use for the mailbox swags without the styrofoam on it because I just don't like those. When I spray the gaps and cracks on there, I can spray it where it comes down on the side some, and when I get the styrofoam, it's only on the very top. I don't like that, so I tried one. Don't want to do no more like that. So anyway, I was like, I was walking through there and I saw this and I knew I had the fishing sign. I was like, I need to make that for Father's Day. And I'd had a orangey fish laid out to go with that. And I was like, I like that. But this morning, I found this green fish in some of my supplies. And I was like, I like that better. So anyway, but I had grabbed this the other day. I said, that looks like that would go with my fish. My oldest is 41. You're so very welcome. 75, yeah, he'll be 50 this year. 75 to 25 is 50. Isn't it one? Symptoms thrush is lack of good diet. Well, he's gonna need to put on a little bit of weight there. I love this stuff for like this kind of. I made a Fishin Wreath. I don't know. It's been a couple years ago, probably more than that. So it was time for another one. Cause it's long gone. It's gone. But I think the seaweed looking stuff is gonna make it stand out. It's gonna make it. We're gonna bring this up. Sorry, y'all. We're almost done. We're almost done. Almost. This makes it look whimsical. That's what it does. And I like it. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Thank y'all so very much. Time is a gift that you can't get back, and it's precious. So thank y'all for spending your time with me. I do want to tilt a few of them up. So that they're not just laying flat. And then yes. All right, let's put a little bit more glue right here to hold that one out. That gives it depth. Let's see how I can get it where it. We don't want to cover our sign. There it is. Get it straight, get it straight. It's weird for me because it's kind of at a different angle. And I will, over here on these two, I will put the tool there. I just don't want to take away from the sign and all, so. There we go. I'll put that tool in there and get some pictures made. You're more than welcome. Thank you. I love you too, Miss Wanda. I love all my little crafting family. Get him to eat better and more often, but he does it when he is out in the field. He waits till when he gets home. He's too tired to eat. Oh my goodness. He needs to have something ready to eat while he's gone. 3 great grands and 1 due 1st of August. Oh, the first boy. Congratulations, farm wife. Congratulations. That is awesome. Thank you, Miss Wanda, Miss Andrea, Miss Farm Wife. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all spending your time with me and hanging out with me. I love all this seaweedy looking stuff. You can see how it comes out this far. So it just kind of cascades out, and you got the fish head and the fish tail. So I just knew it being a long fish was not going to work for what the vision I had in my head. So thank y'all. Today's Tuesday. I plan to be here Thursday. So Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Such a handsome wreath. Thank you, farm wife. I've got, I think, 6 great grands. Oh! I appreciate you, Miss Wanda, too. Thank y'all so much for being here. I love you so much. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. And I look forward to seeing y'all on Thursday. All right. See y'all then. Bye-bye.